This is a modern graphic of a guitar that I'm going to digitize. This is the paper copy I'm going to trace. Shown here is the live edge piece I'm going to use. I'm using Logic Trace 2018 and I've selected tracing polylines. Guitars have always been an interest to me as I've done electric guitars. This one caught my eye because it's quite modern looking, and I think the CO2 laser could do a nice engrave. It's actually a very easy diagram to trace out. A lot of straight lines, a lot of gentle curves. And as usual, I use that red pencil to mark my starting spots and keep track of what's been done. Another interesting point here is I'm using the circle command to do those tuners on the guitar. And all you do there is you just select 3 spots and the computer echoes back the diameter. It's a yes or a no and it's done. The accuracy of those circles is 100% because when the computer echoes back the diameter, you have the chance to correct it. You can see here that's where I'm selecting those 3 points on the circles. This is a big job for the laser because the laser bed is 39 inches long and this guitar runs around 31-32 inches, and you got to allow for the head swing, so it just worked out perfect. Not only could we use this file for the laser, but we could also do a vinyl cut, or we could do a CNC machining of this guitar. I picked the laser. I wanted to engrave it. An extra bit here, so I could have printed this guitar on a t-shirt. That would look interesting. It goes to show you that when you produce that DXF file, there's a lot of possibilities. We're close here now to finishing up with the tracing, so I'll just save my file. I'm going to run that file through Vectric Aspire 11.0, check the vector quality, and run it through the simulator just to see how it's going to look. I think the simulation looks pretty cool. This next picture, I laid the paper copy on top of the wood just to see how it would line up. Shown here, I've loaded that file into the CO2 laser. I've set up the laser for engraving, and you can see it doing its job. The wood is live edge, and it's kind of special. It's bird's eye maple with a little bit of spalded maple on certain parts of it. This would make a perfect keepsake. Another quick note here is that I've selected 300 dpi for the engraving. When the engraving is completed, I'll reprogram the laser for a low power cut. I call that a scribe, which is just going to outline all the parts with a black line. I like that. That low power cut just highlights the engraved part. It makes it stand out more. In the next shots coming up, I've given the guitar 3 coats of lacquer. The lacquer gives it some protection, but it also gives it a depth look. This could be a musician keepsake.